Hey everybody, this is Carmine Sabia for Explain America. Got a big story. The story that the White House does not want you to know about the Brittany Griner trade. We're going to hit that right now. But first, before we get started, as always and ever, please remember to like, to comment, to share, to subscribe. Please make sure you follow us at Explain America on Facebook and go check us out in the Explain America Lounge. Right up there is your Facebook search bar. Type in Explain America Lounge. Come in there, join us, chat with us. We'd love to have you. We love to talk about today's top stories with patriots like yourself. So please give us a look and come chat with us. So here's the thing with the Brittany Griner trade. It sets a really bad precedent, for the United States. It hurts us in terms of Americans going abroad because now people believe take an American hostage, get a dangerous criminal back, right? You don't negotiate with a terrorist regime, which in this case, Russia kind of was acting like with Brittany Griner. And we gave up a very, very dangerous man. So dangerous that a Democrat senator, New Jersey Senator Bob Menendez, actually sounded the alarm. And he said, we must stop inviting rogue regimes to use Americans overseas as bargaining chips. And he talked about how people like Victor Bout, the so-called merchant of death, being free actually makes us less safe. And he said this is really bad for hostage taking overseas because it sends that message. And this is a Democrat senator, a staunch Biden supporter. And that's not all. Menendez actually called the decision by the White House to trade Victor Bout for WNBA star Brittany Griner a deeply disturbing decision. Those are his words. He called it deeply disturbing. He said, what we have to do is try to get Americans to stop traveling to countries that have regimes that are going to use them as bargaining chips. There was even defense official spokespeople who said the world is a more dangerous place today with this guy on the loose. This is a guy who is selling serious weaponry to fund both sides of wars in some cases, just to make money. And, he's definitely going to, he's definitely a guy who sold weapons to our enemies. And there's no reason to believe he won't do that again. There's no reason to believe he's going to just go back to Russia and be, knitting and selling yarn in a local shop. There's no reason to believe that. There's every reason to believe that he's going to go back to being the criminal mastermind that he is. And the rabbit hole actually goes deeper than I can even get into here about things that happen with companies that are related to Boot during the Iraq War and things of that nature that, in terms of what we can actually say here, we can't really talk about, but you're gonna find out about it. And as soon as we're allowed to talk about it, we will, because it's important. This is a very, very dangerous man. And, the White House, originally NBC News said that the White House had a choice between getting Griner back or Marine Paul Whelan, and they went with Griner. They corrected the story later to say they only had the choice of Griner, which is the official White House line. What is the truth? We don't know. We don't know. Did they have a choice? Was it Griner or nothing? It might have been because they're very different cases. Whereas Whelan's charged with espionage, Griner was just charged with simple marijuana possession. So there is a gigantic difference in the cases. But like I said, there's a lot they don't want you to know about this merchant of death. He's a very dangerous man, and we traded him for a basketball player. Not that I'm not happy she's home, because I am. I think that she was too severely punished, which is something some of you guys might disagree with. But for a little bit of marijuana, I think it was such a severe punishment. And even though she's certainly not on our side of the political aisle and doesn't stand for the national anthem and, all these things that we dislike about her, at the end of the day, an American is being held for what I think was a ridiculous reason to be overcharged for. And at the end of the day, you have to think of it that way, in my opinion. But trading the merchant of death for her, that's a heck of a price to pay. Hey, folks, thank you for joining us here at Explain America today. Again, I'm Carmine Sabia. Please remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Of course, follow us at Explain America and check us out in the Explain America Lounge. We love you guys. God bless you. Take care, everybody.